All right, hi everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're talking about STAG Industrial. This is a company that I really enjoy talking about, and one of the reasons is because they pay dividends on a monthly basis. Now, is that the most important thing to keep in mind? No. Okay, that's not the most important thing. It's not just about if they pay on a quarterly or a monthly basis, but I do think the convenience of getting paid on a monthly basis. Specifically from a real estate investment, because this is a real estate investment trust that we're investing in, is kind of a cool idea. I've always preferred the idea of getting paid on a monthly payment cycle. I know there's a lot of ETFs that are starting to pay monthly, like the covered call ETFs. A lot of those that we can talk about on the channel on a future day. I've talked about those previously as well. JEPI, JEPQ, all those ETFs that really are looking at cash flow on a consistent basis. And, it's not, like I said, just about quarterly or monthly dividends, but that monthly payment frequency, if you're in retirement, in my opinion, it's easier to budget on a monthly basis versus a quarterly basis. And so it is a consideration in relation to your own risk tolerance and your own investing goals. With that being said, we can take a look at the property portfolio. We can see all of this, Wisconsin, all these different states where they have properties basically. Illinois, we'll take a look at all these different warehouses. Now, this STAG Industrial in particular, you'll see all these distribution, manufacturing warehouses. That's because STAG Industrial is, in fact, a distribution type real estate company where they own a lot of e-commerce, distribution warehouses, manufacturing warehouses, wholesale type businesses that are manufacturing all these different various products. Amazon is one of their clients. I do know that. I wonder if there's anything in Edwardsville. That's kind of where I live. If we look at some of these dates, nonetheless, or some of these cities and stuff on here, but a lot of it's in Chicago. You'll see that's just for Illinois, by the way. You can go back to the map and check out what's in California. All of these different warehouses, and they have a lot of square feet. 3.1 million square feet in California. Illinois, 7.1 million square feet. So taking a look at the dividend, they pay a 0.37 dividend, 3.78% dividend yield. I do find it interesting, and I will say this. If we look at the chart, we're kind of seeing this pattern where it's continuing from hitting these lows down to $21 in March of 2020. We hit the peak of almost $48 per share, right around there at the peak. Then we sold off all the way back down to $27 a share, and now we're making a comeback. The question is, can STAG Industrial hit these all-time highs and push forward? I think if we hold this stock long enough and they continue to grow their business the way they have been, then I think we could definitely do that. And here's a description of the company. STAG Industrial is a real estate investment trust focused on the acquisition and operation of industrial properties throughout the United States. By targeting this type of property, STAG has developed an investment strategy that helps investors find a powerful balance of income plus growth. By the way, guys, real quick, if you are interested in learning about research on the stock market, check out our sponsor, Seeking Alpha. Check out the disclaimer as well in regards to our connection with them. We are an affiliate for Seeking Alpha, just as a full disclosure. With that being said, Seeking Alpha is great. You can get a lot of research done. We can go over there right now and check out some of their stuff and the research they have on there on all these different, I typed in the website wrong, but Seeking Alpha is a website where you can do a lot of stock market research and get a lot of great stuff, tools and resources. Right now, there's a $50 off coupon you can get. And we do have our Christmas sale coming up. If you want to wait for that, I'll let you guys know about that in the next video. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I just wanted to kind of briefly talk about STAG Industrial. Didn't really want to make it too long at this point. I know Christmas is coming up. I hope everybody has a great holiday. But keep an eye on this real estate investment trust. I do think this one has potential. And the reason I think it has potential is because they really are run by a solid management team. And from what I've seen and the research I've done during COVID on this company in particular, they were collecting about 98% of their total rent during COVID, which means a lot of these REITs were heavily affected. STAG Industrial stood the test of time. That's one of the reasons I really like this stock. And I think this one does have potential. Taking one more look at the dividend real quick, we will take a look at the STAG Industrial monthly dividend amount on NASDAQ.com. And this dividend is going to be right around 12 cents per share. the last time I checked. Now they've raised it a little bit, and you'll see here that they've had a consistent track record of paying out this dividend. So an annualized dividend of $1.47. And if we look at the dividend yield of 3.78%, taking a look at 0.1225 as the dividend amount paid monthly. So you're getting well over $1 paid out in your pocket. And as you'll see, just slowly but surely, those dividends are going up from what they were. They used to pay 12 cents. Now they're going back to 11.9. Small increases, but they could accelerate if the company continues its growth and they continue to expand. And the other reason, finally, STAG Industrial has a lot of good future potential due to the fact that e-commerce and warehouses with AI, all of that stuff is going to be big. It's still going to be growing. Some of this real estate, like commercial office buildings, is questionable in my opinion. Some of these strip mall businesses, I think are going to have some tough times. But for e-commerce and this type of real estate, you have to ask yourself, what type of real estate are you investing in? I think this type of real estate with STAG Industrial is going to be preferred to, let's say, commercial office buildings and all that kind of stuff, especially with the rise of remote work. More and more people are starting to find ways to freelance, contract, especially with all this AI, rising up. There's a lot of opportunities rising up in the job market right now, just related to machine learning. And a lot of those jobs are going to be fully remote. And so you're going to have a lot more remote jobs, but then you also have these warehouses that are going to be needed as points of contact for distribution centers that are manufacturing a lot of these advanced technologies and stuff going forward. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. I should be making another video before New Year's, so stay tuned for that. And God bless, take care, and we'll see you guys in the next one.